say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening, everybody. We welcome you live to Paul Brown Field in Broken Bow, Nebraska, the site of the 2023 Class B Area 6 American Legion Juniors Baseball Tournament. It's Game 3 of the day 2 of the tournament, as we get ready for this battle between Minden and Broken Bow. Both teams victorious in their opener yesterday. The winner of this game will stay alive in the winner's bracket and move on to face the top seed Holdridge, who was victorious earlier today over Gothenburg. So Holdridge is 2-0 in the tournament. One of these teams will be 2-0, and those teams will meet tomorrow in the winner's bracket final of this tournament. So a big game coming up, and it should be a fun one to bring to you here on KBBN Radio. As we get things started, we start like we always do by saying thanks to the wonderful businesses who are bringing you tonight's coverage of American Legion Baseball. On the radio, we say thanks to Universal Insurance, Power Solutions, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Evans Feed, Borders Law, Kirkpatrick Cleaning, Thrivent Financial, Scott Harvey, your local representative. Also, the radio broadcast being brought to you in part by Gateway Motors, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, AeroSeed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Meat Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Milham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. Also again tonight, we have a live video stream available of tonight's broadcast of Broken Bow American Legion Baseball. You can access the live video stream by going to sandhillsexpress.com. It's available on the Sandhills Express YouTube channel and Sandhills Express Facebook page. Want to say thanks to our video stream sponsors for tonight. They include Custer Federal State Bank, Mead Lumber, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Colligan, Shelter Insurance, Team Physical Therapy, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill, Pony Express Chevrolet of Gothenburg and Minden. Also, our live video stream being brought to you in part by the Nebraska State Bank, Agra Affiliates, and Sargent Pipe. It's Broken Bow and Minden coming up from the Class B Area 6 American Legion Juniors Baseball Tournament right here on KBBN Radio.
Programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
Diesel engines have to be tough because they're expected to be reliable. Whether for service calls or work in their shop, call Power Solutions for help with your diesel application. They have parts and know-how that will bring the reliability you need from your diesel engine. Call Power Solutions at 872-5522 or swing by and say hi 1 mile outside of Broken Bow on East Highway 2. Power Solutions, your diesel engine connection and local Vermeer dealer. Taylor Heating and Cooling, LLC, the guys you call when you're sweating and want to be chilly or shivering when you want to be warm. Based in Broken Bow, Taylor Heating and Cooling offers the area affordable service, repairs, and installation. Whether residential, commercial, or new construction, they welcome the opportunity to work for you. Give them a call and ask about their many services. 872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
Evans Feed Company is happy to help bring this sporting event to you live in appreciation of our many wonderful customers. We take pride in providing Central Nebraska with great products at good prices and, of course, unmatched service. Evans Feed is proud of these student athletes and the hard work they exert to keep the winning edge, just like our team at Evans Feed Company. Thank you for your business and thank you for supporting our local athletes. Remember, Evans Feed, Central Nebraska's feed superstore.
Borders Law Office knows that the young people of Central Nebraska are our future, and that's why they support the athletes competing in Legion Baseball. They know they are our future. Mike Borders and Matt Pearl hope you enjoy the broadcast. Swing hard, pitch fast, and slide tough. From general practice to real estate and agricultural law, Borders Law Office in Broken Bow is proud to help bring you this broadcast.
And again, we welcome you back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Well, it's been cloudy and cool all day. 67 degrees currently as we get ready for game time. Winds out of the south between 5 and 10 miles an hour. Some cloudy skies above. It has been very comfortable, certainly from a spectator standpoint, yesterday and again today. So some beautiful weather here for the tournament, and we can't wait for this game coming up. Should be a dandy. Minden, the number 2 seed in the tournament, coming in, taking on the number 4 seed, Broken Bow. As we take a look at how the two teams got here to today, Minden was victorious with an 8-0 shutout over McCook yesterday in 5 innings. So Minden advances to tonight in this winner's bracket contest. Broken Bow, man, I tell you, when you came to the ballpark today, everybody was still talking about and buzzing about the game that Broken Bow played last night with Gothenburg. What an amazing game it was. It was tied 3-3 after 5 innings, and then things just went crazy. A wild 6th inning with the two teams going back and forth. Broken Bow scored 7 runs in that inning. Gothenburg came back with 5. And then in the bottom of the 7th, high drama. There were 2 out in the inning. Gothenburg had runners on the corners. Gothenburg had climbed to within a run. It was 10-9. The tying run was at third base. And then Gothenburg's batter drew a walk. But during the course of the play, the Gothenburg base runner at third base started to come home. Max Denson, the Broken Bow catcher, realizing what was happening, he runs out, tags the base runner out. That's the 3rd out of the inning. That's the ball game, and that's how Broken Bow advances to tonight. Are we in for more high drama? We very well could be. It should be a good one coming up as Broken Bow gets ready to take on Minden. As we recap the action that has happened so far today, the day started with an elimination game as McCook stayed alive in the tournament by knocking out Ogallala by a score of 11-5. So McCook advances to tomorrow's action, and they will play the loser of this game coming up between Minden and Broken Bow. Holdridge, the top seed of the tournament, coming in. They are 2-0 in the tournament after 2 games. They defeated Gothenburg earlier today, 13-7. Holdridge was in control of the game. They actually led 13-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. It kind of looked like it would end early by the 8-run, or at least the 8-run rule after 5 innings, but Gothenburg would score 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning to extend the game out to a full 7-inning affair, but Holdridge was able to hang on and win it by a score of 13-7. So the winner of this game will move on and take on the top seed Holdridge in the winner's bracket final tomorrow at 6 here at Paul Brown Field in Broken Bow. Should be a good one coming up. It's Broken Bow and Minden, live coverage of the American Legion Juniors Class B6 Area Tournament live on KBBN Radio.
And Broken Bow is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast, and they wish all of the area teams good luck. You deserve to treat yourself to cleanliness. Let Kirkpatrick Cleaning worry about keeping your home clean so you can enjoy that much-needed leisure and family time. They offer air duct, carpet, and window cleaning and can help with fire and water damage too. Call Kirkpatrick Cleaning in Broken Bow at 872-6374. Supporters of area high school sports and this broadcast.
Your money should work as hard for you as you work for it. As a thriving financial advisor, I'm here to help you find the right solutions for your financial goals. From financial advice and investments to insurance, banking, and generosity programs, to find a full range of options that fit your unique financial needs. To see how your money can do more, call Thrivent Financial Representative Scott Harvey at 308-872-2511.
Gateway Motors has what you're looking for when it comes to your search for a new vehicle. High inventory. That's right. The Gateway Motors lots have cars, trucks, and SUVs ready for you to check out. You name it, they've got it. They have more vehicles on their lot than a lot of places, which is exciting because they can easily find the right one for you. Don't forget, new and pre-owned vehicles with less than 100,000 miles come with warranty forever. Go see your friends at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow, home of warranty forever.
And again, we welcome you back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow, getting close to the opening pitch now between Broken Bow and Minden. Day 2 of the Class B6 American Legion Juniors Baseball Tournament, getting ready to announce the players and lineups here for the fans in attendance at Paul Brown Field on this gorgeous night. Man, what a couple of days we've had. Normally when you get to area tournament time, we're trying to find a way to stay cool. Tonight, we're trying to find a way to stay warm. People have the blankets out. We see jackets on just about everybody. It'll be a nice night for baseball. 67 degrees currently with south winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Well, the guy who will be with us helping us call tonight's action joins us now. We say good evening to Grant Winter. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Brent. How are you? Beautiful night for baseball.
It is. No better words to be said than a beautiful night for baseball.
Yes, sir.
What a tournament it's been. The game of the tournament so far certainly took place last night. We kind of mentioned it in the open. People are still talking about it. It's been the talk of the tournament for sure, and that was a game last night played between Broken Bow and Gothenburg. Just a wild and crazy affair, really. I mean, we were seeing things that we normally don't see in a baseball game. We think about the catcher interference call that was called against Gothenburg after it looked like they had gotten themselves out of the 6th inning. But because of catcher interference, the inning continued, and the next thing you know, Broken Bow scoring 7 runs. Mm-hmm. They have a 7-run lead going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And then Gothenburg scores 5 runs to get right back in the game. And then that wild 7th inning, we described it for you, where a runner on actually a play where the batter drew a walk was headed to first base. It looked like Gothenburg would have the bases loaded with 2 out with a tying run at third base, but the base runner at third just started coming home. Max Denson tags him out, and Broken Bow survives, and they're here tonight. But that was the goal. Win that game. Put yourself here. So Broken Bow has done what they want to do. Now the question, Grant, can they take the next step?
Absolutely, and it's going to be a lot about taking that momentum with that 10-9 win over Gothenburg last night and applying it tonight, because Minden's coming off, frankly, an extremely impressive victory yesterday where they absolutely took care of business against McCook 8-0. Broken Bow had a dogfight in them, and they overcame some mistakes to get that win, especially as we talked about at the very end of that 7th inning. You got to look to them to clamp down on the defensive end to make it happen tonight.
Yeah, Minden coming into the tournament, I believe they were showing 14 wins on the season coming in. As we mentioned, they're the number 2 seed in the tournament. Broken Bow picking up their 13th win of the year last night by defeating Gothenburg. They came in as a number 4 seed. You look at who Minden will throw tonight, it'll be Logan Clark, and his numbers through the season are very good. His record is 3-2. He leads the team in appearances. This will be his 6th of the season. He also leads him in innings pitched, having thrown 22 2/3 innings coming into the tournament. And then you go through his stat line. He's given up just 14 runs during the year. 8 of them have been earned. He's walked 8 and has struck out 47. So his strikeout to walk ratio is fantastic. Yeah. His ERA is 2.47. So that is the guy that Broken Bow will have to deal with here tonight. Meanwhile, Broken Bow will counter with Bryce Chaplin. Now, Bryce actually pitched last night against Gothenburg. It really wasn't in the plan to pitch him, but he stayed under the 30 pitches, which means he is available to pitch today, and we'll see him on the mound.
Yeah, and it's only his 2nd appearance in as many days, and we know that we were talking about appearances earlier when we were going over the previous game, and in terms of how that can alter your pitching, you got to look to Bryce tonight to make a pretty good impression and last as long as he can on the mound as a starter.
So the winner will move out into the winner's bracket and take on Holdridge tomorrow. The loser will have to try to battle their way back through the bracket, as they'll be playing in the elimination bracket against McCook tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. It's Broken Bow and Minden, and it's coming up next on KBBN Radio.
We've got spirit. How about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, and Silvermere debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When we unlock the doors and turn on the lights at the grocery cart, we're excited to serve you with a smile and helpfulness that can't be matched. Our staff is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. It's our mission to offer you great prices in a store that is clean, organized, and convenient. Connect with us online at gkbrokenbow.com or come by and shop 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. East Highway to Broken Bow.
When you're on the go, don't forget that you can have convenient mobile banking services from Custer Federal State Bank right in your pocket all throughout the summer. Have you heard about Kasasa? The concept is simple. Monthly rewards, no monthly fees. Get cash back for using your debit card, earn a high rate of return on your balance, and more. Qualifications may apply. Their courteous and experienced staff always welcome you to come through their doors. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Ag producers, now's the time for warm season soil builder cover crop mixes from AeroSeed. There are several mixes to provide additional grazing, hay, and forage resources while building your soil. Choose from a standard mix for cover cropping and grazing, a midsummer grazing blend, multi-cut hay mix, a summer plant for winter grazing mix, or warm season silage blend. Log on to aeroseed.com or visit with your local AeroSeed dealer to learn more about these summer soil builder mixes for grazing, hay, and silage.
One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Did you just finish your big landscaping project but unable to stand up straight to enjoy it? Team Physical Therapy can help. Call 872-5111. Did you slide into second but unable to make it home due to a sprained ankle or pulled muscle? Call your movement rehabilitation specialist at 872-5111 in Broken Bow or any of our locations in Gothenburg, Burwell, Kearney, Callaway, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com, 872-5111.
And we come back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow as we get ready to go here at the B6 American Legion Juniors Area Tournament. Broken Bow and Minden. The winner will move out into the winner's bracket and take on Holdridge tomorrow here at Paul Brown Field. Meanwhile, the loser is still alive in the tournament. It's double elimination. Both teams won yesterday, and the loser will drop down and take on McCook, trying to stay alive in the tournament tomorrow. So we'll find out who plays who and who plays where and when as we fight through the next couple to 3 hours here for you tonight. Well, like last night, Broken Bow will be the visiting team on the scoreboard, so Broken Bow will bat first, and here's their lineup for tonight. They'll lead it off with Coy Wardine, the center fielder, followed by the catcher Max Denson, then the pitcher Bryce Chaplin. Batting fourth at first, Tate Thornton. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Owen Hartman. Batting sixth out in right field, Cademan Jensen. Batting seventh, playing third, Caden Record. Batting eighth at second base, Zach Lowry, and Isaac O'Brien out in left field tonight will round out the Broken Bow lineup here this evening. As we mentioned, they will be taking on Logan Clark, the right-hander for Minden, coming in with a 3-2 overall record, making his sixth appearance on the season. He's thrown 22 2/3 innings on the year coming into the tournament. A very impressive ERA of 2.47, but his strikeout to walk ratio is what really grabs you. 47 strikeouts on the year to just 8 walks. So Coy Wardine steps in, and we are ready for baseball. He swings at the first pitch and drives it up the middle for a base hit. A great start for Broken Bow as Wardine leads things off with a base hit up the middle.
And that's exactly what you need if you're Broken Bow. You want to get that early part of the lineup going because it was the middle part that really saved your bacon last night. And to attack a pitcher early who can strike folks out is a good start.
Yeah, you're right. Broken Bow got great production from the middle and bottom of their order yesterday. Coy Wardine leads things off with a single, and now the catcher, Max Denson. First to throw over to first, and Wardine is back in time. Again, the winner will move out and play Holdridge, who won earlier today. over Gothenburg. Final there was 13-7. Clark comes set, delivers, and this one hammered into left field. That's a hit. Wardeen will take a big turn around second and try for third. No, he stops halfway and then retreats back to second base as Cade Dorzinski, the left fielder for Minden, got the ball back into the infield quickly. But Broken Bow with back-to-back hits to start the game. And Grant, they are coming to the plate ready to swing the bat.
Yeah, you got to think from this top part of the order. They might have had a little talking to or a little taunting from that middle and bottom part because they came to hit 2 pitches, 2 singles.
Now your top RBI guy on the year, Bryce Chaplin to the plate. The pitch from Clark, the bender comes across for a strike, 0-1.
It's a pretty good pitch there. It found the zone late, broke on him just when he needed it to.
Give you the Minden defense here in a moment. 0-1 the count on Chaplin. Clark comes set, checks a runner at second, delivers to the plate. This one tapped foul for strike 2.
Bryce trying to protect the plate, particularly on the inside now that he knows that those are going to get called, is what it looks like.
Defense for Minden on the infield tonight. Austin Lutkemeyer is at third. Bo Boniface is at short. Cade Harson, the second baseman. Brett Eckhart is at first. Luke Gromas is behind the plate doing the catching. Clark delivers the 0-2 pitch up high. 1-2 is the count. In the outfield tonight for Minden, Cade Dorzinski is in left. Jake Halverson is in center. And Jose Cuyar is in right field.
Little bit of gamesmanship there from Gromes. Almost looks like he tried to act as though he lost track of the ball or it went over his head. Try to bait the runners.
The pitch from Clark fouled off, and Chaplin stays alive in the count. 1-2.
Sat there for him. It almost looked too good. He hesitated on the swing a little bit.
Broken Bow with the first 2 men aboard. Wardeen led the game off with a single. Denson followed with a hit. Wardeen the runner at second, Denson at first, nobody out as we're just underway here in the top of the first. And that pitch misses up high to run the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One thing we know about Bryce is he likes to be patient in the box, and this is a great at-bat for him.
Clark will come set and ready to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And this one popped up, drifting in foul ground, and a nice catch made in foul territory by the pitcher. Or did it hit the ground? I think it hit the ground. Yep, he did not catch it.
Wow.
Fabulous effort by Logan Clark, the pitcher, coming off the mound quickly, trying to make a play in foul ground. But they're going to say that the ball came out of his glove, hit the ground, so it's going to be a foul ball, and Chaplin is still alive in the count.
Covered a tremendous distance there to get off the hill and try to make that play.
Yeah, that was a great effort. Wow. Got a glove on it, but it did hit the ground, so Chaplin able to step back into the box. And the 2-2 pitch from Clark swung on, and this one drifting foul. And it will be in foul ground and fall. Giving a good effort at it was the first baseman, Brett Eckhart. But again, it's able to find foul territory and hit the grass, and Chaplin is just finding a way to stay alive in the count.
That's right. We had 2 hits on 2 pitches, and in the next 7, we're at a 2-2 count on the very next batter.
Of course, when you go through this tournament, you're always talking about pitch count. And when you can grind out at-bats, no matter what happens with the at-bat, it can prove to be big when you think about pitch count. Ooh. Here's the pitch, and that came in tight on Chaplin and plunked him on the side of the helmet.
Yeah, he was looking out his ear hole. That got him. Could hear it from here.
Looks like Chaplin is okay, so Chaplin hit by the pitch, and Broken Bow has the bases loaded with nobody out here in the top half of the first inning. And now it's Tate Thornton.
We get to that hot middle part of the order that we saw last night. We'll see if they can keep that trend continuing.
Tate had a big game last night, went 2 for 4, had a run scored and 2 runs batted in. And he steps to the plate with a golden RBI opportunity in front of him with the bases loaded and nobody out. Clark comes set, delivers out of the stretch, and the curveball in there for strike 1.
It's a really, really nice pitch.
Clark ready to deliver. Here it comes, and Thornton just does get a piece. Fouls it off at the plate, but Tate down in the count 0-2.
Now he's got to be really patient here because Clark has a couple of pitches to give, being up 0-2 in the count right now.
Thornton has his average up to 346 on the year. He's really been swinging it well as of late. That one paints the outside corner, and Thornton is struck out looking for the first out of the inning. So a big strikeout for Clark, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Owen Hartman.
Great series of pitches there from Clark. That was very nice. 3 pitches and 3 excellent strikes.
Hartman to the plate, batting .254 on the season, has 17 hits on the year coming into the tournament, 16 of those singles. Here's the pitch to Owen, and that stays up high for ball 1. Hartman, another one of the players that had a multi-hit game for Broken Bow last night against Gothenburg. He went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. The 1-0 from Clark, up high, 2-0. Well, a golden opportunity for Broken Bow here in the top half of the first, and they do not want to squander it.
Right.
You've got to score runs here.
It's going to, so much of it is going to be being patient on these pitches too, because these kids want to jump at these and put these runs across the plate.
Playing in on the corners are Minden defensively. There's a pitch that stays up high again, and Clark falls behind Hartman, 3-0.
Big pitch coming for Clark right now.
Clark comes set and delivers the pitch, and it's high for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk offered to Owen Hartman. He'll get credit for an RBI, as coming in to score will be Coy Wardine. Broken Bow is on the board. They lead 1-0. The bases are still loaded with 1 out, as Cademan Jensen will come to bat.
I might be mistaken, but I don't think Owen got the bat off his shoulder that time. I think it was all patience.
Yep. So Jensen steps in. Here's a pitch, and that is up high for ball 1.
Exactly the same place that Hartman's first pitch was as well. Just kind of up and away. It can't quite get the drop. Clark can't right now.
Well, we gave you the season numbers for Clark and talked about his amazing walk-to-strikeout ratio, but having a little trouble locating the strike zone now, as that one is outside for a ball, and the count goes to 2-0.
In these early counts, he was finding the inside corner pretty well, but now it's just drifting outside on these right-handed hitters.
Broken Bow with a run in. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch from Clark, and there's a strike to make the count 2-1.
No doubt about that one.
Waiting on deck for Broken Bow, the third baseman, Caden Record, and then it would be Zach Lowry, as Broken Bow getting into the bottom of their lineup, as a swing and a miss from Jensen makes the count 2-2.
Pretty good pitch.
Eckhart, the first baseman, playing in right at the grass where the dirt meets the grass in the infield. Here's the pitch, and that paints the outside corner. Jensen down looking for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Caden Record.
You got a feeling that Clark's been looking for that spot and feeling it out over those past pitches that missed the mark. That time he got it when it counts.
Well, Broken Bow started this inning getting the bases loaded with nobody out. They have scored 1 run. Bases are still loaded, but now there are 2 out, as Caden Record will come to bat. Here's a pitch, and that misses for ball 1, 1-0.
Gromes thought about trying to throw out runner on first, but no one was there to cover.
I know it's just the first inning, but you just get the feel this could be a pivotal moment already in the game. Broken Bow would like to score more than just 1 with the bases loaded, as Record swings and misses, and the count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though, if Clark can find his rhythm here and get out of a jam with only 1 run on the board.
1 ball, 1 strike, as Clark delivers to Record. That one up high, 2-1. And so far, especially the last 2-3 batters, when Clark has missed, it's been up high.
Mm-hmm.
Clark comes set and gets ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch. Here it comes, and he popped him up. We'll see if someone can have a play on it. The pitcher, Clark, calling for it, and he'll make the catch in foul ground. So after Broken Bow got the bases loaded with nobody out, they end up getting 1 run, but that is it. They leave the bases loaded. A great comeback by Logan Clark, the Minden pitcher, to limit the damage. We go to the bottom half of the first. Your score, Broken Bow 1, Minden coming to bat.
During this broadcast, practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
You may have noticed some extra movement and trucks around Mead Lumber in Broken Bow recently. They have some construction going on right now, but don't worry, they're open and invite you through their east or north doors. Right now is the perfect time to discuss your decking and shingle projects. Or for that missing tool or hardware you need for your project, browse the retail area with a great stock on hand. Mead Lumber on Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Open and excited to see you.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
And we welcome you back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Broken Bow leading 1-0. Again, Broken Bow is the visiting team tonight, even though they're playing on their home field. Minden won the coin flip earlier in the day, and so they get to be the home team, and we'll get to see them come through the order for the first time here tonight. Leading things off for Minden, Jake Halverson, the center fielder, followed by Cade Harson at second. Batting third and pitching is Logan Clark. Batting fourth out in left, Cade Dorzinski. Austin Lutkemeyer, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Batting sixth at shortstop, Bo Boniface. Batting seventh at first base, Brett Eckhart. Out in right field, batting eighth tonight, Jose Cuyar, and Luke Gromas, the catcher, will round out the order for Minden. And the guy that they will face is Bryce Chaplin. Chaplin did pitch last night. He came on and pitched the seventh inning and closed the game against Gothenburg, but he did not go over 30 pitches. He threw 26, I believe it was, last night, so that means he is available to pitch today, and he will get the start. As stepping in is the left-handed hitting Jake Halverson. Chaplin delivers the pitch, and it's on the outside corner for strike one.
Just found it. That's a really, really nice pitch there from Chaplin.
Halverson was one of the offensive leaders for Minden yesterday, went 2 for 3 with a run scored. Pitch from Chaplin in there for strike two.
About at the same altitude, he just pushed it in.
Bryce with a 3-1 record on the season coming into the tournament. Has thrown 24 1/3 innings coming into the tournament. That pitch just missed the outside corner for ball one. Bryce has given up just 21 hits on the year, 15 runs, only 6 of them earned, though. Has walked 15 and struck out 24. Here's a pitch. Halverson pulls it to the right side, and it will fall in foul ground.
Jensen covered a lot of ground there. Almost half of the outfield to almost make a play on that.
We play in the bottom half of the first inning. Again, the winner of this game will advance out and play in the winner's bracket tomorrow against Holdridge. Chaplin comes set and delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out for the first out of the inning.
What you like to see from Chaplin there is he's hitting his spots all across the zone. High and away, inside and high, and then also he went down and in to get that pivotal third strike.
So now Cade Harson, the second baseman for Minden, will step in. Base is empty, 1 out. Again, we play here in the bottom half of the first inning. Chaplin delivers to the plate, swing and a miss. So they say foul tip into the glove of Denson. Strike one.
Strike's a strike, though, you know.
You got it. Chaplin ready to deliver. This one hit to the right side, off the glove of Lowry, trying to regather, throws to first, but not in time. The runner is safe, and Minden has their first base runner of the night.
And these are the kinds of things, if you're Broken Bow, you're trying to avoid because they've been plaguing you all season. It's those fielding errors. That's tough.
And as we've watched things play out in the tournament, we're in the second day of it now, we've seen the ball take some funny hops, and that one kind of bounced a little funny on Zach, just not able to play it cleanly and able to beat out the throw as Harson. So he's aboard at first base, and stepping in now is the pitcher, Logan Clark. The pitch misses for ball one. Well, this is the first time that Broken Bow has faced Minden this year. Now, except for Minden, everybody else in the tournament plays in the same league. That's the Mid-Nebraska League, all play in the West Division except Minden. So Minden, if there's kind of a more unknown team in this tournament, it would be them. That one fouled off to make the count. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Logan Clark.
They showed up with style yesterday with an 8-0 win. I was really impressed.
Yeah, it played really well yesterday. Here's the 1-1. Swinging is Clark, and he fouls it off again as the count becomes 1-2. Again, we're live on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. Don't forget, we have our live video stream going as well that you can access on SandhillsExpress.com. This one put in play to the shortstop. They throw to second base, and they get the force there. Nice play, Owen Hartman going to Zach Lowry, covering at second base. They get the force play at second for the second out of the inning. Safe on the fielder's choice at first base is Logan Clark, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Cade Dorzinski.
That's what you really like to see from your shortstop second base combo, is that unspoken communication of who's got the bag.
So now Dorzinski will step in, trying to keep this inning going. 1 on, but 2 out as we play here in the bottom of the first. Broken Bow leading 1-0. There's a throw to first. That's close. Boy, Broken Bow was almost ready to go to the dugout. They thought they had the runner picked off. Chaplin with a good throw over. Thornton applying the tag, but able to get back was the runner at first. Chaplin delivers. This one hit toward the second baseman. Lowry handles this one easily. Throws to first for the third out of the inning. So no runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left. We've played 1 inning of baseball here at Paul Brown Field. As we go to the second, your score, Broken Bow 1, Minden 0.
Is a lot of work. Worry no more. A to Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire's Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squire's Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Geared for Sports has what you need to participate in your favorite activity. If you're needing something for the season now, they have it. But don't forget to get ready for the fall sports season in plenty of time, too. Cross country, football, and volleyball. Top brands are at Geared for Sports. Shop with them Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4. Talk to Scott, and if he doesn't have something you're looking for, he'll help you find it. They'll see you soon on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Stepping in to lead things off for Broken Bow here in the second inning is Zach Lowry, and the first pitch to him misses for ball 1. Lowry, one of 3 players who had a multi-hit game for Broken Bow last night. He was 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Here's 1-0 pitch, and it's in there for strike 1.
Clark could keep hitting that outside corner. It's going to be trouble.
Lowry's average coming in is just 183, but he's had big hits. He finds a way to get big hits. He's driven in 17 on the season with his RBI last night as that pitch comes across the outside corner to make the count 1-2. Lowry followed by Isaac O'Brien, and then back to the top of the order for Coy Wardeen. As the pitch comes in, stays high and tight, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clark comes set and gets ready to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes, and that one fouled off by Lowry as he stays alive in the count.
Great contact there from Zach to stay alive.
Well, again, Broken Bow had a big opportunity in their first at-bat. They got the bases loaded with nobody out, but could only score 1 run. Good job by Minden starting pitcher Logan Clark to limit the damage. That one put in play toward the third baseman. Lutkemeyer charges, throws, and gets Lowry by a step for the first out of the inning.
Lutkemeyer probably has some experience out there given the kind of jumps that the ball takes. He charged the ball and made an excellent throw.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
What happened? Oh, we fouled it at the plate?
Oh.
Okay, they called it a foul ball. So Lowry will come back, and he stays alive in the at-bat. Here's a pitch from Clark. That's high and tight. And it goes to 3-2. I don't know if I've seen a foul ball go that far out toward third.
Uh-huh.
3-2 pitch to Lowry. Swing and a miss. And down goes Lowry via the strikeout for the first out of the inning. That's the third strikeout of the game for Clark, and now it will bring up the Broken Bow left fielder, Isaac O'Brien.
Lowry found a pitch that he liked there. He just couldn't quite catch up with it.
So O'Brien steps in. Clark comes set and gets ready to deliver. Swing and a miss. And now you feel as though Logan Clark is kind of starting to find his rhythm now as we go further into this game. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That one tailed away from O'Brien, and the count goes to 0-2.
Yeah, the more comfortable he gets throwing from without runners on base, it's going to be tough.
0-2. Popped him up. Drifting back behind the catcher, and this one will get out of play. Count remains 0-2. After O'Brien, it will be back to the top of the lineup for Broken Bow. Coy Wardeen waits on deck, and then it will be Max Denson. We play in the top of the second. Base is empty, one out, and that pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Fourth strikeout of the night for Logan Clark. It's the third strikeout that he's got from Broken Bow batters looking, and that'll bring up now Coy Wardeen with 2 out. Wardeen came up in the first inning, swung at the first pitch, and took it right back up the middle for a base hit. We'll see what he can do here with the bases empty and 2 out. Pitch from Clark. Outside, ball 1.
Don't blame him for going there. He's had a lot of success recently, hitting that outside corner.
We told you that Wardeen singled his first time up. He would come around to score. And that's the difference in the game to this point. 1-0 Broken Bow. That pitch down low, and the count goes to 2-0. Just in the second inning, and already Clark ready to throw his 41st pitch of the night. Wow. Wardeen sends it into right field, and that is going to get down for a hit. Wardeen is 2 for 2, and he will keep the inning going.
Now to point number 11, Max Denson.
Great hit from Coy there. Was patient, saw the pitch from a mile away, and just turned on it.
Yeah, I love the way he just didn't try to do too much with it.
Yep.
Went with the pitch, took it to the opposite field, and he keeps the inning going as Max Denson now will step in. Denson, a single his first time up. First a throw over to first base, and the runner back in time. One on, but two are out. We play in the top half of the second as Clark gets ready to deliver the pitch to Denson, and it's in there for a strike.
Nice looking pitch.
Brent Apperson, Grant Winter with you. Great to have you with us on this beautiful night for baseball. Nice, cool evening in July. You don't always get these comfortable temperatures in the 60s for these area tournaments in July, but we are enjoying it.
Feels like a early season football game.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Wardeen going. Throw down, not in time. Wardeen able to steal second base.
And if Gromes wouldn't have double clutched the ball in the mitt, he might have had a shot. He had a great jump.
Yeah, that little double clutch, because, I mean, the throw was on target. So
and the tag was almost there, too.
You take that away, and that could have made that play really close. But Wardeen's safe. In scoring position with two out as Clark delivers the 1-1 pitch. And this one swung on and driven out toward right field. Couillard coming in, and he will squeeze it for the third out of the inning. So Denson flies out to right for the third out. For Broken Bow, no runs, one hit, one man left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Your score, Broken Bow 1, Minden nothing.
I'd like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Aggling Day TV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Aggling Day TV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
Let the games begin. Burning Bank enables you to manage your finances from the bleachers, sidelines, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, reimburse friends and family for concession stand goods with Zelle, and even set up automatic payments or reminders to never miss a payment again with Bill Pay. The ball is in your court. Burning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all student athletes a safe and successful season. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
And we come back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow, site of the 2023 Class B6 American Legion Juniors Baseball Tournament. Austin Lutkemeyer will step in and lead it off for Minden here in the bottom half of the second inning. Chaplin on the mound for his second inning of work through 12 pitches in the first inning. And his first one here in the second is called a strike on the inside corner.
Nicely done. Had just enough juice on it to die after it crossed that inside corner. Tough pitch.
Lutkemeyer was one of the offensive heroes for Minden yesterday. Chaplin delivers the pitch. This one put in play toward the shortstop. In and out of the glove of Hartman. Tries to regather, but he won't have time to throw out the runner. So Lutkemeyer will be safe on the air. That one just kind of ate up Hartman a little bit. Couldn't play it cleanly. And Lutkemeyer is safe at first to start the inning.
And the temptation a lot of the times when you juggle a ball like that is to try to force a throw, which can result in even more bases. Good on Hartman for recognizing that the runner was already at first.
That is a good point. This one fouled off by Bo Boniface now, who comes to the plate. Talking about Lutkemeyer being one of the offensive heroes for Minden yesterday, he was 2 for 3, drove in 4 runs.
Wow.
Had a double in their 8-0 win over McCook. Throw to first, not in time. It was really close. Chaplin with a very good move over to first, and already we've seen a couple of times here in the early going where he has made things really close on a throw over to first. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count 0-2 on the Minden shortstop. Waiting on deck is the first baseman, Brett Eckhart. Count 0-2. Chaplin will come set and deliver the pitch. This one hit toward the second baseman, Lowry. That goes off his glove, and everybody is going to be safe.
Sometimes there's just enough pace on those infield hits, and with the field, the way the field's been playing, those are tough plays.
So 2 ground balls on the infield that could not be converted into outs. 2 errors for Minden to start things here in the second. They've got 2 base runners, so 2 are on, nobody out, and here comes Brett Eckhart. Chaplin checks the runner at second, now delivers to the plate. Eckhart shows bunt, then pulls the bat away, and it's called a ball. 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes the count on the Minden first baseman. Chaplin looks in, gets the sign from Denson. Eckhart again showing bunt, tries to lay it down, and he fouled it.
A good thing, too, because it looked as though Lukemeyer was breaking for third.
1-1 the count. First 2 men have reached for Minden. Chaplin will turn and throw to second, and Hartman wasn't on the bag. He was covering, and fortunately that throw to second ended up in the glove of Hartman. Otherwise it would have ended up in center field. Good lead at second by Lukemeyer. Here's the pitch, and this one slapped into right field for a base hit. Rounding third is Lukemeyer. He will come home. They'll throw into Chaplin, who cuts the throw off. Lukemeyer will score. Going over to third is Boniface, and Eckhart able to advance over to second.
Eckhart with a great bit of hitting there, knowing where the runners are and where Bo's defense has to line up, and it creates a lot of space. He just did what he had to do.
So now Jose Cuyar, the right fielder, will step in. So Minden has tied the game. It's 1-1. Runners at second and third, and there's nobody out. Pitch from Chaplin. Swung on and taken up the middle. Nice save by Lowry. He's able to knock the ball down, but no chance to make a play. That'll be an infield hit. Boniface was running on contact, and he's able to come in and score. So Minden takes the lead. Eckhart goes to third on the play. Safe on the infield hit is Cuyar. And that now will bring up Luke Gromas as Minden working on something big here in the second inning. They lead 2-0. Runners on the corners, nobody out.
You got to think with the speed and size of Eckhart that Lowry saved a run there by just getting a hold of that ball.
Yeah, it's a great play by Lowry to keep that ball from going into the outfield, but just no chance to get the runner at first. Now swinging at the first pitch is Gromas, and he sends it out into foul ground outside the right field line. Falls foul for strike 1. Jake Halverson is waiting on deck. Cade Harson will follow him as Gromas steps in and gets ready to face the 0-1 pitch. Chaplin delivers, and this one right back up the middle over the glove of Chaplin, then off the glove of Lowry. It finds its way into center field. Another run is going to score. And it's not like Minden is pounding the ball, Grant, but these ground balls are just finding a way to either get away from an infielder or just find their way into the outfield. And Minden has just been moving through the bottom part of their lineup here in the second inning.
One thing they're doing really well is putting the ball in play, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And now Coach Paul Burney is going to come out of the dugout and have a visit with his infield. Well, again, this started with 2 ground balls, 2 errors. Broken Bow just could not record the putout. First 2 men reached on an error. Then you get the base hit by Eckhart, the infield hit by Cuyar, and now Gromas taking one up the middle for a hit. So Minden putting something together here in the second as they lead 3-1. Again, there's nobody out. And I think maybe more than anything, Grant, the meeting on the mound is to just calm everybody down.
Yep. There's a lot that happened very quickly. It's just a time for Coach Bernie and all of the boys to take a deep breath. They're not out of it. They can still get out of this inning with minimal damage. There's a lot of game to play.
Now Minden back to the top of their order as Jake Halverson, the center fielder, will step in. Chaplin delivers. Halverson trying to lay down the bunt, but bunts it foul back to the screen for strike one. Minden has plated 3 here in the bottom half of the second. They lead 3-1. They've got runners at first and second now with nobody out as Chaplin delivers to the plate. Halverson again trying to put down the bunt, but bunts it foul again, and the count goes to 0-2.
If he didn't make contact with him, that ball was so inside it might have hit him.
Well, now with the count 0-2, let's see if Halverson is swinging away. I would think he would be.
Yeah.
Chaplin delivers, and Halverson is swinging, and again he fouls it off. Boy, gotta say, great crowd on hand tonight. My God, we've had good crowds through the first 2 days of the tournament, and a great crowd on hand to watch the final game of 3 today. Here's the pitch from Chaplin, swung on, and again Halverson fouling it off. It'll get out of play, and the count remains 0-2.
He's got to be working on his, 5th or 6th pitch this at bat right now. Really nice stuff.
And the pitches are starting to mount now for Bryce Chaplin. This will be his 28th. Halverson steps back in and gets ready to receive the 0-2 pitch. Chaplin comes set, delivers, and it's on the outside corner for strike 3. Boy, that's a huge strikeout for Chaplin. That's the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Cade Harson.
Now going to start to work through the meat of the order now. It's going to be important to keep these runners where they are.
Chaplin delivers, that one inside for ball 1. Harson is 0 for 1. He reached on an error back in the first inning. 2 are on, 1 is out. We play in the bottom half of the second. Minden leading now 3-1. Pitch from Chaplin. That misses for ball 2, 2-0.
Both of those were inside, but you can see Chaplin trying to scoot them in ever closer to the strike zone.
Harson, the 7th man to bat in this inning for Minden. Chaplin delivers, and that misses for ball 3, 3-0. At first base is Luke Gromas. Jose Cuyar, the runner at second. The pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to the Minden second baseman, Cade Harson. Chaplin will deliver to the plate, and that one's down the middle to run the count full, 3-2. So after falling behind the hitter 3-0, Chaplin has done a nice job of battling back and getting back into the count.
And that's just going through his motions and getting back into rhythm.
3-2. Hit up the middle, charging the shortstop Hartman. He will throw to first, and the runner is safe. Boy, that ball just got caught up in the grass and died. Hartman charged on it. He gloved it, made a good throw, but Harson just beat it out. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out, and here comes Logan Clark.
That thing just stopped in such a way that you think that maybe it was touched, but it wasn't. Like it was deflected in some kind of way, but it just stopped on the grass. Wild.
So now Clark, the opposing pitcher, with an opportunity to really help himself out. Here's a pitch from Chaplin, swung on and driven out toward right. Going back is Jensen, still going back, loses track of it. It's over his head. Cuyar will come in to score. They're going to send the runner around third. This is Gromas. He will slide in and score. 2 more on the board for Minden, as delivering is Logan Clark with a 1-out double.
Cuyar just saw that ball and drove it. Some of those pitches now from Chaplin are starting to look pretty familiar for Minden.
So Minden with a big inning going here in the second. 5 runs have scored. Runners at second and third, still just 1 out, and here's Kay Dorzinski as Minden will bat through the order here in the second inning. Dorzinski bounced out to second back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Well, you go back to that hit by Clark. That really was the first real big hard hit of this inning. It drives in 2 runs as swinging at the first pitch as Dorzinski comes up empty. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, it's just sort of, Minden looks like they're building and building on the contact that they've made until they finally really get a hold of 1 or 2.
The 0-1. And did he go around? Yes, he did. 0-2.
Big pitch here for Chaplin and this defense.
0-2 the count. Chaplin comes set, checks a runner at second, and now delivers to the plate. Outside, ball 1. Well, you know, you think back to the first inning for Bow. They had the bases loaded with nobody out, only got 1 run.
Yep.
Minden, they get runners on right away. They've been able to get them across the plate, unlike Broken Bow did in the first inning when they threatened.
And you said yourself, that felt like it was a big moment early on.
Counters went even on Dorzinski. 2-2. Pitch from Chaplin. And it's on the outside corner for strike 3.
Beautiful pitch there from Chaplin. Little movement at the end and still caught the outside corner. Excellent stuff.
Second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Austin Lutkemeyer. He's the one that got this inning started, reached on an error. And that started what has been a big second inning so far for Minden. Chaplin, though, trying to close the door now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off for strike 1.
It's a money ball. That money ball sponsored by Custer Federals.
Minden 5, Broken Bow 1. We continue to play here in the bottom half of the second. Minden with runners at second and third, but now there are 2 out. Lutkemeyer, the 10th man to bat in this inning. Chaplin delivers, and he hit him. Well, that's a breaking ball that just simply didn't break.
Yeah, might have broke something.
So Lutkemeyer hit by the pitch, and that'll keep the inning alive for the Minden shortstop, Bo Boniface.
Bases loaded 2 for the shortstop. See what he can do with it.
Boniface also reached on an error earlier this inning and came around to score. Chaplin looks in and delivers the pitch right back up the middle. Going to his left is Hartman, and that ball's going to get into shallow center. It found the seam, gets into the outfield, and Minden's going to score 2 more.
Oh, throw to third, they got him.
Now they have a play at third, and the runner is thrown out trying to advance to third. Lutkemeyer was trying to take third base. He is thrown out there. However, a lot of damage done. On the play, Harson will come in to score. The courtesy runner for the pitcher, Logan Clark, will come in to score. And by the time we're done in the second inning, well, Minden puts 7 on the board. So we have played through 2 here at Paul Brown Field. Your score now, Minden 7, Broken Bow 1. We're back to Paul Brown Field right after these words.
Is dedicated to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care with integrity, respect, and responsibility. We know our most important resource is our employees. The best planning, equipment, or facility mean nothing without an amazing staff. Rewarding career opportunities are available. Visit melham.org/careers to see current openings and to apply. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
Power Solutions LLC, your local Vermeer dealer,
has an economical feed wagon that has a strategic design, allowing flexibility to blend rations with various ingredients. Then it effectively distributes a consistent ration to your cattle. What can be better than a happy, healthy cow? Interested? Give them a call at 308-872-5522 or stop on by 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2.
We come back to Paul Brown Field. We go to the third inning, and to take you through innings 3 and 4, we'll turn the play-by-play over to Grant Winter.
Thank you, Brent. We are sitting now at a 2-0 count as Bryce Chaplin steps into the box. Logan Clark now flirting with 50 pitches as he stretches and goes. Bryce gets a hold of that one, but will send it foul into the parking lot across from first base. The count is now 2-1. If you're Broken Bow, you'd probably like to get something on the board. There's a lot of baseball to play. And Bryce goes down looking. Nope, 2-2. I misread the count. Clark at 48 pitches. Looks in for the sign. Delivers. And that almost clipped Chaplin. Nope, looks like it didn't. Awful close, though.
Yeah, and I think Clark thought it clipped the inner part of the plate. That was a pitch that he wanted. That had good movement on it. That pitch broke at the last minute and almost caught the inner part of the plate.
Full count is fouled off by Chaplin, and that marks Clark's 50th pitch for the night. Stretching out the counts is going to be important for Broken Bow, especially if they want to try to get under Clark's skin here. Drop strike 3, the play at first. Chaplin's going to be thrown out. Heads up awareness from Grolms to see where the ball was and know that it was dropped to begin with and make a quick play over to first.
Well, again, you feel as though Logan Clark is settling into this game now, able to pitch himself out of a pretty big jam in that first inning when Broken Bow got the bases loaded with nobody out, but Clark would only give up 1 run.
You can see him out there now, and he is all smiles. He's definitely loosened up since the first and giving up that 1 run. Stepping in now, right-hander Tate Thornton, the first baseman. Clark delivers. Thornton reaches on a swing and can't quite get it. A pass ball, no harm. 0-1 the count as the ball finds its way back to the mound. Thornton taps the plate and steps in. And steps out. Steps back in and taps the plate. Clark now winds up. Nice pitch, burns right by Thornton. He went right through it.
Well, there's no question Clark has good strikeout stuff. Entered the tournament with 47 strikeouts on the year.
The third pitch of the at-bat is fouled off by Thornton, so the count will remain 0-2. He's throwing a lot of heat, but he's also throwing some pretty decent off-speed stuff, too. He's tough to track.
Yeah, got a good variety of pitches, and you can tell has pretty good control of all of them. Talked about those 47 strikeouts. That was in 22 2/3 innings.
Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Thornton pops it up, and it's going right back to Clark. 100 feet high, 10 feet deep. 2 outs now in the inning. Cademan Jensen is going to step to the plate. No, Owen Hartman. I mixed the numbers up.
That's okay. I couldn't count last night, so you're in good company, buddy.
Swings right through it, does Hartman. Up and in was the pitch. Hartman's had some pretty big hits here this tournament and throughout the season. Clark with the delivery. Nice pitch. Right over the plate and then died. 0-2 now, the count to Hartman. He taps the plate and steps in. Delivery. Can't get him. He can't get a hold of it. That's 2 strikeouts and 1 pop-up for Clark, and that ends the Broken Bow third. It is still 7-1. We will be back after this.
LLC, the guys you call when you're sweating and want to be chilly or shivering when you want to be warm. Based in Broken Bow, Taylor Heating and Cooling offers the area affordable service, repairs, and installation. Whether residential, commercial, or new construction, they welcome the opportunity to work for you.
Give them a call and ask about their many services. 872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
Evans Feed Company is happy to help bring this sporting event to you live in appreciation of our many wonderful customers. We take pride in providing Central Nebraska with great products at good prices and, of course, unmatched service. Evans Feed is proud of these student athletes and the hard work they exert to keep the winning edge, just like our team at Evans Feed Company. Thank you for your business and thank you for supporting our local athletes. Remember, Evans Feed, Central Nebraska's feed superstore.
As we come back to Paul Brown Field and get ready for this bottom of the third inning, take a moment to talk about the Broken Bow Spirit 16 and 18U girls softball team playing this weekend at the Class C state tournament in Hastings. Yesterday, they lost their opening game to the York Fusion 14-8 and then lost to Albion 7-3. In the consolation bracket, though, earlier today, the Bow Spirit get a state win. They were able to knock off the Aftershock 5-3. And it was exciting. The Spirit scored 4 runs in their last at bat to come back for the walk-off win. Cassidy Schweitzer was 2 for 3 in the game with a double. Addison Priest 2 for 2 with a run scored. Lily Thornton got the win on the mound. 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 3 runs, and 1 strikeout. But then they would lose earlier today to WDSA 14-0. WDSA scoring 8 in the first inning and then going on to win it. So the Bow Spirit goes 1-3 at the state tournament, ends their season at 14-16-2. Congratulations to them on a great year because this was a team that won only 5 games, I believe, a year ago.
Yeah, really impressive to take home a state win. That's a tough venue to win. Eckhart is at the mound currently. 0-2. Bryce has delivered 2 pretty solid strikes so far. Eckhart, of course, was key in keeping that rally last inning going and a pivotal part of those 7 runs.
Yeah, had a big RBI hit in the middle of that 7-run second inning.
Bryce looks in for the signal. Delivers. Eckert makes contact. It goes right at Coach Burney. Almost snatched out of the air. We'll do it again, 0-2.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about just nerves of steel. That ball was screaming toward Coach Burney. I would have been ducking and running, but he just sat there as calm as could be.
He tried to catch it.
Yeah, almost made the catch.
Bryce now 46 pitches. Swings the ball at his knees, winds up. Little high, wanted it. Denson behind the plate wanted it too. But it's 1-2, was a little bit high for the umpire. Bryce looks in. The pitch, almost got him, but that was a little low. We're finding both ends in this at-bat. It is 2-2 to Eckhart, who is being very patient here. Bryce stands. Got him on the outside corner. Nice looking pitch. Didn't get the bat off his shoulder, did Eckert, and he's going to find the dugout for the first out of the inning. Chaplin gets him looking.
That's a good way to start this inning for Bryce after that second inning where Minden was able to send 11 men to the plate and score 7 runs. That's a nice way to start this inning with a strikeout.
Jose Cuellar now stepping into the box. The left-hander. Also made really decent connection last inning. Bit outside there from Chaplin. The count is 0-1, and that marks his 50th pitch of the night, and we're in the third inning. He's pitched less than Logan Clark. Fewer pitches, that is. But the score's still 7-1. Cuellar gets a hold of that. Skies it onto the Burlington Northern tracks that run parallel to the third baseline here at Paul Brown Field. Haven't heard a train recently.
Oh boy, that means we're going to hear several in the next hour.
Cuellar fouls another one off onto the tracks. 1-2 the count to the right fielder. making good contact. He's seeing those pitches that are up in the zone. Delivery now from Chaplin. That one is low and inside. Gets a grounder to Tate Thornton, and it skates by him at first base. It's going to dribble into right field. Cuellar's going to have a single. It might have almost been an interference too, but I don't think they're going to do anything about it. But Thornton was certainly in the path there of Cuellar.
Well, these ground balls have just given Broken Bow infielders some trouble here through the first 3 innings. There's another ground ball that when it was hit, you thought that it might be an easy out, but gets away from the fielder, and Minden has a base runner here in the 3rd.
And at the plate now is going to be Luke Gromes, the bottom of the order. He makes contact at 3rd. Right onto Zach Lowry for 2nd, who can't get the force. The throw was a little bit low. So it's tough to scoop out of the dirt there for the Broken Bow second baseman. Everyone's going to be safe, and we're going to be seeing a courtesy runner here for Minden.
Well, now Minden with 2 base runners on just 2 ground balls that were hit to the infield. Looked like the force was definitely there at second base, but the throw a little bit in the dirt. Broken Bow just can't complete the play, and now Minden has 2 base runners with just 1 out.
The pitch in from Chaplin. Nice looking pitch there. That will find the strike zone as Jake Halverson swings right through it, 0-1. And you really want to get this out here. You really want to get Halverson out here if you're Broken Bow to get 2 outs with runners on. Halverson tries to lay down the bunt. They froze Cuellar. They got him. Denson threw the ball to second base. Hartman with the coverage, and they tag out what was a generously leading Cuellar there.
Yeah, what a great throw by Denson, and a good catch and tag by Lowry, who was covering at second base. That was a good play and a much-needed out, as now Broken Bow is just an out away from getting out of the inning.
They are a strike away. If Chaplin delivers one right here, they can get out with no damage. Right to Thornton again, who makes the play. And they are out of the inning with no runs. Excellent grab from Thornton there. It skipped over the bag. He made the snatch, and then his foot was right there. So, after 3 full, it is 7-1 Minden. We'll be back after this.
Knows that the young people of Central Nebraska are our future. And that's why they support the athletes competing in Legion Baseball. They know they are our future. Mike Borders and Matt Furrow hope you enjoy the broadcast. Swing hard, pitch fast, and slide tough. From general practice to real estate and agricultural law, Borders Law Office in Broken Bow is proud to help bring you this broadcast.
Kirkpatrick Cleaning in Broken Bow is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast, and they wish all of the area teams good luck. You deserve to treat yourself to cleanliness. Let Kirkpatrick Cleaning worry about keeping your home clean so you can enjoy that much-needed leisure and family time. They offer air duct, carpet, and window cleaning and can help with fire and water damage too. Call Kirkpatrick Cleaning in Broken Bow at 872-6374. Supporters of area high school sports and this broadcast.
Your money should work as hard for you as you work for it. As a thriving financial advisor, I'm here to help you find the right solutions for your financial goals. From financial advice and investments to insurance, banking, and generosity programs, to find a full range of options to fit your unique financial needs. To see how your money can do more, call Thrivent Financial Representative Scott Harvey at 308-872-2511.
And we bring you back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow. A pitching change now for Minden, as they are going to watch the pitch count, obviously, of their starter, Logan Clark. Clark, who was getting close to that 60 pitch count, they're going to pull him so that he can be available later in the tournament by the pitch count rules. So we have a new pitcher on the mound now for Minden, as Carter Harson Grant will come to the mound.
Yeah, it's maybe they took a cue from what happened with Holdridge earlier, where they just ended up burning through pitchers, and it sort of feels like Minden wants to keep as many of theirs in reserve as they possibly can for what might be a matchup with Holdridge later on in the tournament.
The offer number 12, Cademan Jensen.
Cademan Jensen now stepping in to the right-handed batter's box to face Harson's first pitch. We have a timeout. Jensen steps out of the box and steps back in. First pitch now from Harson, who winds. Jensen gets a hold of that and sends it to left field, though it doesn't quite have enough distance, and that'll be the first out of the inning, caught by Cade Derzinski, who got under that ball in a hurry.
Well, if you're not familiar with the pitch count rules in this tournament, if you throw 30 pitches or less in a game, you can come back the next day and pitch. 31 to 45 pitches requires 1 day rest. 46 to 60 requires 2 days. 61 to 80 requires 3.
Harson delivers a pitch to Record, who pops it up into center field, and that is fielded comfortably by Jake Halverson. 2 pitches and 2 outs for the former second baseman.
Yeah, and when you're reading through these pitch count numbers, you like when you start an inning like that. 2 pitches and 2 outs. As we mentioned, 61 to 80 pitches requires 3 days rest. If you throw over 80, it requires 4 days rest, which basically takes you out of the rest of the tournament now. You can throw a maximum of 105 pitches in a game.
Pitch inside from Harson. Looked like it almost caught Zach Lowry there. Called strike. 3 pitches, 2 outs, and a strike. Not bad numbers here to start for Harson. He delivers. Lowry gets a hold of that. He's going to sky it to center left, and it looks like Halverson's going to make the play. 3 batters, 3 outs for Minden, still 7-1 after the top of 4.
Gateway Motors has what you're looking for when it comes to your search for a new vehicle. High inventory. That's right. The Gateway Motors lots have cars, trucks, and SUVs ready for you to check out. You name it, they've got it. They have more vehicles on their lot than a lot of places, which is exciting because they can easily find the right one for you. Don't forget, new and pre-owned vehicles with less than 100,000 miles come with warranty forever. Go see your friends at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow, home of Warranty Forever.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you?
Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Ancilla Murray debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices, too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
And we bring you back to Paul Brown Field here for the final fixture of day 2 of the juniors tournament. Broken Bow Minden, bottom of 4. Minden takes the batter's box right now. And Chaplin delivers the pitch. Can't quite find the zone there. The count is 1-0. Cade Harson, the second baseman turned pitcher, now turned hitter, will lead things off. Chaplin at 58 pitches. The second pitch is in. Little high from Chaplin. It's going to be one of those things now for Chaplin to settle in, and when he establishes a rhythm, he's very, very good. But when he rushes things, it's when it gets a little out of control. The pitch there finds the zone, but it is hammered by Harson. Almost an excellent play from O'Brien, but it gets past him in left field. Harson is rounding first. He's going to find second base easily standing up. No need to get dirt on the pants there. It's a stand-up double for the pitcher, Cade Harson. And Minden's got the leadoff man on.
Second hit of the night for Harson, singled and scored in that 7-run second inning for Minden, and now leads off the 4th with a double.
Parker Hatch, it looks like, is going to be the courtesy runner for Harson, who is jumping over teammates. He's so excited as he makes his way back to the dugout. Logan Clark now will get the sign from his third base coach, and he'll step in to the box. The right-hander had quite an outing pitching, giving up 1 run today. Chaplin delivers. Clark makes contact and sends that to right where Cademan Jensen measures. He's under that ball, and it looks like Hatch is going to make a move for third, and he is almost tagged out by Record. Excellent throw from O'Brien all the way from right field. The tag just wasn't there in time. We've got 1 out now. Hatch moves up from second to third. O'Brien makes the catch for that out, and now at the plate is Cade Dorzinski looking to increase the Minden lead with a well enough hit ball. But of course, we've seen grounders cause all kinds of trouble too. Chaplin delivers. Dorzinski gets a hold of it. Play at the plate. The throw to Denson, and he missed the tag. Oh. Hatch got under the tag on a great bit of base running, but you cannot fault Hartman at all for knowing that Hatch was going to be making a break for the plate.
Yeah, Dorzinski will be safe on the fielder's choice, and I think with the way the game is right now where it's at, I have got no problem with taking a chance there. Hartman made a great throw. Denson applies the tag. It's just a great slide by Harson to avoid it and get in there and score the run.
So Dorzinski on first was sent back by Chaplin. Chaplin delivers a pitch to Lukemeyer, and that is a strike. 0-1, 1 out. Dorzinski on first. And the right-hander Lukemeyer stepping in for the second pitch of his at-bat. The delivery. Dorzinski is off. The throw from Denson is there, but it was just an incredible jump there from Dorzinski.
Yeah, did get a really good jump. Showed his speed, too, getting safe to second base.
So everyone will reset. Still 0-1, the count. Dorzinski's got a lead on second. Chaplin looks him back to the plate. The delivery to Lukemeyer is low. We are looking at a 2-1 count now, I apologize. Chaplin now from the stretch. Dorzinski takes his lead once more. Chaplin breathes and delivers. Contact from Lukemeyer, but he's going to sky that over the first base grandstands and send the kid scrabbling for a 50-cent piece. 2-2. You'd sure like to get this strikeout there if you're Chaplin and the Broken Bow defense. Lift the spirits a little bit. Pitch is in. And foul tip from Lukemeyer, but a great pitch. Oh, yeah, they're going to say that Denson caught that.
He did. He held on to it.
Excellent play. So we've got 2 outs. Bo Boniface now steps to the plate, another right-hander that Chaplin will face. 2 outs. Dorzinski still on second base, threatening to score. Boniface stands a little inside to the plate. Pitch there from Chaplin. Try to scare him off maybe a little bit because he is right up against that inner line of the batter's box.
Boniface 1 for 2 tonight, reached on an error and scored in the second inning and singled later in the inning.
Chaplin delivers. That's going to be 2-0. Denson. Dorzinski runs. Denson throws down to third, and they're going to call him safe. Nice jump again by Dorzinski, but Denson had the wherewithal to find the ball that was initially dropped and get it down there in a hurry. There was almost a play. 2-0. Chaplin looks in, delivers, and the bottom's going to drop out of that one a little too soon. 3-0 to Boniface. Chaplin toes the rubber, swings the arm down by the knees, looks in, looks back, winds, and delivers. Nice pitch. That found the inside corner there, and Boniface is looking at a 3-1 count as he looks to the third base coach for a little advice. 2 outs, of course, in the inning. Drzinski on third. Chaplin delivers, and Boniface is going to get a hold of that. It's going to go right to the shortstop to Thornton at first, and the inning is over. Nice play. Very calm and composed from Bo to get out of the inning with only 1 run of damage after 4 complete. It is 8-1 Minden more after this.
Get that you can have convenient mobile banking services from Custer Federal State Bank right in your pocket all throughout the summer. Have you heard about Kasasa? The concept is simple. Monthly rewards, no monthly fees. Get cash back for using your debit card, earn a high rate of return on your balance, and more. Qualifications may apply. Their courteous and experienced staff always welcome you to come through their doors. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Successful lawns and gardens start with a trip to Arrow Seed. Keep your lawn looking green and lush with an array of lawn fertilizers and weed killers. They have insect control products to rid your lawn of over 25 different insects, including fleas, ticks, and chiggers. Fertilizers, fungicides to fight blight, dust and sprays for insects, and weed killers for your vegetable and flower gardens are also available at Arrow Seed. Stop into Arrow Seed on North 10th Avenue in Broken Bow today for a green lawn and bountiful garden.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
And we come back to Paul Brown Field. We move into the 5th inning now, as leading it off for Broken Bow will be Isaac O'Brien, and the pitch from Cade Harson, who's now on the mound pitching for Minden, swung on and fouled at the plate for strike 1.
We come to that recently all-important 5th, man. This is where it gets fun.
8-1 is our score. Minden with the lead, as that pitch misses outside for a ball. Well, I think 2 big moments. Obviously, you look at the 7-run second inning. That's the big difference right now, with Minden scoring 7 runs in that inning as Harson works quickly and delivers. O'Brien cranks this one to left field, and that's going to find the gap. It's going to go all the way to the fence, almost anyway, as O'Brien is around first and into second with a leadoff stand-up double.
Absolutely impeccable bit of hitting. That ball was up. It got away from Harson, and O'Brien just found it where he needed to.
Talked about the 7-run second inning for Minden, but I just can't help going back to the first inning when Broken Bow in their first at-bat had the bases loaded with nobody out, but only scored 1 run. But let's see if O'Brien's double can start something for Bow here in the 5th, as now Broken Bow is at the top of their lineup as Coy Wardeen steps in, and Wardeen able to hold up and watch the pitch come across for ball 1.
Takes a lot of discipline to hold up on a pitch right after you've seen your teammate crank one into left center field.
Wardeen's been hot tonight. He's 2 for 2 and has scored Broken Bow's lone run so far. There's a swing and a miss, and the count goes to 1-1. Logan Clark started the game for Minden. He was great, but when he hit 58 pitches, they pulled him so that he can pitch later in the tournament.
Oh, wow.
And now they're going to call a balk, I believe, against Harson. So on the balk, O'Brien is going to go to third base. So Cade Harson on in relief, getting ready to throw just his 10th pitch. He came on in the 4th inning, and he started that inning by throwing 2 pitches and getting 2 outs. That'll help preserve your pitch count. As that one comes in, gets away from the catcher, but it's not going to drift far enough away for the runner to advance from third, so O'Brien stays put. Meanwhile, the count goes to 2-1 to Wardeen.
It's a nice little break to get a block there for sure. No outs and runner on third.
Well, with the leadoff double by O'Brien and now at the top of your lineup, Broken Bow, you just feel, has to do something offensively in this inning. Wardeen pulls one to the left side. That one in and out of the glove of the shortstop, and everybody's going to be safe. O'Brien's going to come in and score. Wardeen safe at first, And Broken Bow has another run on the board.
And you got the feeling that O'Brien just knew he was going home no matter what.
Now Denson to the plate. We'll wait and see how they score it on Game Changer. And they're going to give Wardeen an infield hit for it. I don't blame that scoring. So Wardeen is 3 for 3. He's at first base, and now Denson steps in. The pitch gets away from the catcher. Wardeen going to go to second. Takes a turn there, but will hold up. And now you feel that maybe Broken Bow has something going here in the 5th inning as they try to fight their way back into this.
A little bit of venom now in their step that they've let that bases loaded situation go so early. They want another shot at it.
Pitch to Denson, back up the middle, one hopper into the glove of the pitcher Harson. Looks the runner back at second, goes to first for the out, and that is the first out of the inning.
Great bit of base running and great bit of fielding too. Just the awareness on everyone's part to know what they have to do to make a play.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Harson, the one hopper back to him. Looked at Wardeen to make sure he didn't go anywhere, and then able to get Denson on the put out at first base. So there's one out, and here comes Bryce Chaplin. He's your RBI leader. Let's see what he can do. First, we got a whistle, and another balk is called. So another balk called on Cade Harson, and now Harson is going to have a visit with the bases umpire. The Minden coach is going to come out of the dugout and I think maybe join that conversation, as obviously, you know, Cade just really wants to know, okay, what is causing this to be called, and credit the umpire. He is now talking to the coach. He talked to Harson. He is detailing just why he is making the call. And so now it's going to be up to Harson to adjust. So on the balk, Wardeen moves over to third. Chaplin at the plate. Broken Bow trying to climb back into this one here in the 5th. They've got one run in. The score is 8-2 in favor of Minden. Wardeen is at third. There is one out. Pitch to Chaplin, hit him in the head. That is the second time that Chaplin's been hit in the helmet. The first time was against the starter, Logan Clark. This time, Harson throws an inside pitch that catches Chaplin in the helmet. Fortunately, he is okay. So the second time Chaplin's been hit by a pitch. Broken Bow with runners on the corners now. And here comes Tate Thornton.
You got to wonder, too, with Harson, if he's getting called for these balks, if now he's overthinking his pitching motion a little bit.
That's a good point. Yeah, it may be affecting it a little bit. So Tate Thornton will step in. Big opportunity here for the Broken Bow first baseman. The pitch, and it's in there for strike one.
Great pitch.
Minden 8, Broken Bow 2. We play in the top half of the 5th. Broken Bow is the visiting team, even though they are playing on their home field here at this area tournament. Harson will come set and deliver to the plate. Thornton swings, and this one drifting in foul ground, and it will get out of play. But now the count is 0-2. Well, with what we've seen through the tournament, certainly what we saw last night between Broken Bow and Gothenburg, Grant, and even some of the stuff we saw earlier today in the Holdridge-Gothenburg game, you just never know what can happen. So,
yeah, especially in the 5th inning, Brent.
Minden is in control right now, but Broken Bow trying to put some pressure on him as they bat here in the 5th. A throw to first, and Chaplin is back in time. Holdridge won earlier today over Gothenburg. They were ahead 13-0 going into the bottom of the 5th. You thought the game would end early, but Gothenburg scored 7 runs to extend the game. Holdridge ended up winning. Here's one slapped into right field, and that's going to get down for a hit. Here comes Wardeen. Chaplin around second. He'll go to third. Thornton with an RBI, and Broken Bow makes the score 8-3.
Big hit from Thornton. You know, he almost got a hold of a pitch in the exact same area that he fouled off, saw it again, and did not make the same mistake twice.
And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound for Minden. Well, this started with your number 9 man in the order cranking one to left field for a double. Isaac O'Brien is the one that got it started, and don't overlook that. When something like that comes from your number 9 guy in the order, that can start something, and it has started something. Wardeen would follow with a hit. Denson then bounced out to the pitcher. Chaplin was hit by a pitch. Now Thornton with an RBI single. Broken Bow with 2 runs in the inning. They've climbed to within 5. They'll have runners on the corners with 1 out, as Owen Hartman now will come to bat.
And they're not overextending themselves. They're waiting for pitches that they like to get a hold of, with the exception, of course, of Bryce Chaplin getting hit in the head twice.
So Hartman, the shortstop, will step in. Waiting on deck, Cademan, Jensen. So now Broken Bow working through the middle and now the lower part of their order. But that part of the order really came through last night. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the pitch. It's up high. Ball 1.
And here's our train.
1-0 the count on Hartman. Chaplin the runner at third, Thornton the runner at first, and Thornton's going. They're going to throw down to second base. They will apply the tag. They got him. Chaplin coming home. He's going to score on the play, but Minden does get the out at second base.
Wild little turn of events there. Get the run, give up the out.
So Chaplin will score, but Minden gets the out at second base. So now the bases are empty. There are 2 out. Your score is 8-4, and the count is 2-0 on the batter, Owen Hartman. Harson goes into the wind and delivers the pitch. Nice breaking ball. Comes across the plate for strike 1. Harson delivers the pitch. That misses outside, and now the count is 3-1. Harson works quickly. The pitch. Hartman swings. A shallow fly ball out to right. Cuellar is there, and he will make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. However, Broken Bow is able to score 3, and they have cut the Minden lead in half. The score is 8-4. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to live coverage of American Legion Baseball on KBBN Radio.
Big landscaping project, but unable to stand up straight to enjoy it? Team Physical Therapy can help. Call 872-5111. Did you slide into second but unable to make it home due to a sprained ankle or pulled muscle? Call your movement rehabilitation specialist at 872-5111. In Broken Bow or any of our locations in Gothenburg, Burwell, Kearney, Callaway, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com, 872-5111.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
You may have noticed some extra movement and trucks around Mead Lumber in Broken Bow recently. They have some construction going on right now, but don't worry, they're open and invite you through their east or north doors. Right now is the perfect time to discuss your decking and shingle projects. Or for that missing tool or hardware you need for your project, browse the retail area with a great stock on hand. Mead Lumber on Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Open and excited to see you.
Back to Paul Brown Field. Due up for Minden, the bottom 3rd of their order, Breck Eckhart, Jose Cuellar, and Luke Gromas. All 3 are 1 for 2 on the night, and all 3 have an RBI.
This is going to be dangerous now if you're Broken Bow. You really got to clamp down defensively. You don't want to let this hard work from the top of the inning just slip away.
Bryce Chaplin getting ready to deliver his 73rd pitch of the night. Chaplin has not pitched poorly. What's looming large for Broken Bow is when you look at the box score and see 5 errors.
Yeah, yep.
Those have really hurt tonight, especially in that 7-run second inning. Chaplin will come set and deliver to Eckhart. Put in play toward the left side. Up with it, the third baseman Record throws to first in time. Slick play by Record over at third base. Makes the 5-3 put out. One pitch, one out. And that'll bring up Couillard.
Boy, that was clean. Took it in stride and delivered on the next step. That was really, really nice from Record. And credit Thornton with the catch, too.
So the Minden right fielder will step in. As we mentioned, he's 1 for 2, has scored a run tonight, and that came in that big 7-run second inning. Pitch from Chaplin. This one sent out toward left. Coming in, O'Brien. He goes to his knees, and did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Ooh. Boy, he was fighting the sun as he went to make that catch. He went to his knees and was able to squeeze it for the second out of the inning.
And it's the first time the sun's really been out all day, so that's a huge adjustment on the fly.
So now Gromas, the catcher, will step in. Base is empty, 2 out. As Chaplin delivers the pitch in there for a strike.
And Chaplin now has 75 pitches, but only 3 this inning and 2 outs. That's huge.
Chaplin looks in and delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And Chaplin now working on his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. 0-2 the count. Chaplin will deliver the pitch. This one slapped to the right side, but slicing foul. Minden 7 runs in the second inning, added 1 in the fourth. Broken Bow 1 run in the first, 3 in the top half of the fifth. Minden 8, Broken Bow 4. The winner will play Holdridge in the winner's bracket final tomorrow. This one pulled to the left side, but right into the glove of the third baseman, Caden Record, who makes the catch on the line drive. And Broken Bow comes off their first 1-2-3 inning of the night. We will go to the 6th. Your score, Minden 8, Broken Bow 4. You're listening to live coverage of the American Legion B6 Junior Legion Tournament on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Start! Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? No way, dude. Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Contact your local shelter insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow. Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A to Z Lawn Pros Fertilizer Program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Now we come back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow. Well, the box score doesn't always tell you everything, but sometimes it can kind of give you a good feel for what has happened. And you look at the line for Broken Bow, 4 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors. Minden, 8 runs, 7 hits, but no errors.
Yes.
And, boy, that E column has been a big factor in this game. So Broken Bow just trying to fight through that now, make something happen offensively. Let's see if that 1-2-3 inning they had defensively to end the 5th can influence the offense in the 6th, as leading it off will be Cademan Jensen, and the first pitch he sees from Cade Harson is inside for ball 1. Harson delivers the pitch. It's 2-0. Jensen followed by Caden Record, then Zach Lowry, so the bottom part of the order for Broken Bow here in the 6th. Minden 8, Broken Bow 4. Winner will play Holdridge in the winner's bracket tomorrow. As Harson delivers the pitch, Jensen puts it in play to the left side, handled nicely by the third baseman Clark. The throw in time for the out.
Just a great fundamental play.
Talked about the winner here playing Holdridge tomorrow. Now, you think about that winner's bracket game tomorrow, whoever could win that, basically, well, they do put themselves in the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how big this game is here tonight. Of course, the loser still alive in the tournament. It would be just their first loss of the tournament. Harson delivers his first pitch to Caden Record, who steps in, and it misses for ball one.
And if your Record, you were so key defensively in the previous inning, I'm sure you'd like to do something offensively as well.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Loser of this game will play McCook tomorrow. McCook stayed alive in the tournament with an 11-5 win over Ogallala earlier today. 1-1 pitch.
Ooh.
And it plunked him, hit him on the shoulder. So Record hit by a pitch. He'll be at first base, and that'll bring up Zach Lowry.
Now plate number 5, Zach Lowry.
Lowry has struck out and flown to center. Harson, the second pitcher of the night for Minden. Logan Clark started the game. Here's the pitch, and Lowry hammers one out toward left, but the left fielder is there. Able to handle it is Dorzinski, and there are 2 out in the inning.
Lowry's getting a hold of him. He's really putting them out there. They're just not quite landing.
Now Isaac O'Brien. O'Brien was the one that started that 3-run rally in the 5th. Hit a double to start the 5th, would come around to score. Broken Bow scoring 3 runs in that inning. And now O'Brien will come to bat with 1 on and 2 out. Harson comes set and delivers the pitch, a swing and a miss. 0-1.
You can tell that O'Brien liked where that was headed. He just couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Harson to the plate. That one gets away from the catcher, but he was able to keep it somewhat in front of him. And Record not able to advance from first base. The inning started with Cademan Jensen bouncing out to third. Then Record was hit by a pitch. Lowry flew out to left. And now the batter, Isaac O'Brien. 1 on, 2 out. Top half of the 6th. Minden leads 8-4. The pitch down low. Now a snap throw to first and the runner back. When that throw was made by the catcher Gromas, it looked like it was going to be close for a while, but Record was able to get back in safely.
I got to give Gromas a lot of credit there. He's been aware behind the plate the entire game and knowing when to make that throw is appropriate.
Harson throws the pitch, a swing and a miss by O'Brien, and now the count is 2-2.
Big pitch here now for Isaac.
O'Brien popped it up, but it's going to be in foul ground, and it will get out of play.
Thump something.
That's a money ball. That money ball sponsored by Evans Feed Company.
Count 2-2 on O'Brien. Again, Isaac is 1 for 2 tonight. He struck out in his first plate appearance in the 2nd inning. Then, as we referenced, that big double to start things in the 5th. Let's see if he can get a hold of another one here. 1 on, but 2 are out as Broken Bow bats in the top half of the 6th. The pitch high. Now the throw down to second. They apply the tag, and Record is thrown out at second base. And that is going to be how the inning ends for Broken Bow. So, Harson ends up, in a sense, facing the minimum in the 6th as Record is thrown out trying to steal second base to end the inning. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Minden 8, Broken Bow 4.
They're on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Geared for Sports has what you need to participate in your favorite activity. If you're needing something for the season now, they have it. But don't forget to get ready for the fall sports season in plenty of time, too. Cross country, football, and volleyball. Top brands are geared for sports. Shop with them Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Talk to Scott, and if he doesn't have something you're looking for, he'll help you find it. They'll see you soon on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
And we bring you back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow. 8-4 is the score. Minden leading it as we go to the bottom half of the sixth. Bryce Chaplin on for his sixth inning of work. He's went the distance so far for Broken Bow. Leading it off for Minden, they'll be at the top of their order as Jake Halverson will step in. Chaplin to deliver the pitch, and it's outside for ball one. Of course, the winner of this area tournament will advance out to the Junior Legion State Tournament, which will be played in Alliance later this month. The pitch outside, ball two, 2-0. Halverson is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and then grounded out to first in the third inning. The pitch, and it's in there for a strike, 2-1.
One thing I've been really impressed with Bryce so far, he's thrown 81 pitches, we know that, but he hasn't really ever lost control.
No, Bryce has pitched well, just has had some things go against him.
Mm-hmm.
What you love, though, is you look out, and obviously that crooked number with the 7 out there in the second inning for Minden, but a 0, a 1, a 0, and so far another 0 after that. That's what's kept Broken Bow in the game, really, as Chaplin brings that one across for a strike, and now the count is full on Halverson. The 3-2 pitch coming. Here it is, and it's up high for ball 4.
Let him get away.
And Halverson is on base for the first time tonight.
One of the troubles with that is not only is it a leadoff walk, but it's a leadoff walk at the top of Minden's order.
So now Cade Harson. Harson is 2 for 3 tonight. Reached on an error in the first inning and then singled and scored in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. Leadoff man aboard for Minden here in the sixth. Laying down the bunt, Harson. Handling it, Chaplin. Throw to first, high, and the runner is safe. I was blocked out on my view.
Yep.
He is safe at first. The runner from first goes to second, so Halverson is at second now on the play. Harson does his job, lays down the bunt, advances the runner, but also beats out the throw, and it turns into a bunt single.
Absolute peach of a bunt there from Harson, and also had the wheels to get down the line quickly. Well done.
So the first 2 men have reached now for Minden. And here is Logan Clark. Chaplin delivers, and it's in there for a strike. Clark started the game on the mound, went through the third inning. They then pulled him before he went over the 60 pitch count. There's a throw to first. Close play, but the runner back. So Clark was pulled before he went over 60 pitches so that he could be available later in the tournament. Clark now playing third defensively for Minden. Chaplin delivers the 0-1 pitch, and it's ball 1-1. Well, Chaplin's at the point in his pitch count where he basically has kind of burned himself for the rest of the tournament, so I'm sure they'll try to max him out if they can. You can throw a maximum of 105 pitches. Now, let's say that you start a batter on pitch 103, you would be able to finish the batter.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what Bryce is looking at now. 2-1 is the count on the batter, Logan Clark. Bryce will come set and deliver to the mound. A swing and a miss. Or deliver to the plate from the mound. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Sometimes you know what you want to say, but it just doesn't come out right. Here's a 2-2. Oh,
Nice
fishing is Clark, and Clark helped out Chaplin there. That one tailing away from Clark. That would have been called a ball, but Logan went fishing and came up empty. Big strikeout. First out of the inning, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Cade Durzinski. Chaplin checks a runner at second and now delivers to the plate, and it's outside for ball one. Durzinski grounded to second his first time up, struck out in the second inning, and then reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth. He bats with 1 out and 2 on here. This one flown out toward right. Jensen is there, calling for it, camps underneath, makes the catch. Tagging at second is Halverson, and he will go to third, but now there are 2 out in the inning.
And that's fine. There's no real need to make a risky play there at third for the toss if you're Broken Bow. Just let him have the base.
And now it's Austin Lutkemeyer. Lutkemeyer, one of the top hitters for Minden coming into the tournament, had a big day yesterday, drove in 4 runs in their win against McCook. But today he's been held in check, reached on an error in the second inning, hit by a pitch, and then struck out in the fourth. Runners on the corners, but there are 2 out in the inning. Broken Bow wants to keep the score where it's at, give him a chance in the 7th, and the first pitch to Lutkemeyer is up high for a ball. Again, we are in the bottom of the 6th. Minden 8, Broken Bow 4.
Love this battle here between Denson, Chaplin, and Harson there.
The pitch swung on and driven into left. That's going to find the gap. 1 run will come in to score. Rounding second is Harson. He'll go to third. They're going to wave him in. There will be a play at the plate. Denson will reach out. Did he tag him? No, he did not make the tag. Harson was able to avoid the tag and score. So Lutkemeyer rips one to left center field, finds the gap, and Lutkemeyer drives in 2 big insurance runs with a double.
It's a great piece of hitting. The tag was right there, too. I know there's a bit of discussion going on, it looks like, between the umpires to figure something out.
Well, now let's see what the meeting is. You know, Harson, when he tried to avoid that, he's out. I want to say he may have been out of the baseline.
Yeah.
So Harson, when he was coming to the plate, tried to avoid the tag, and I'm going to look down to the guys here in the booth. Out of the baseline, was that the call? Out of the baseline? Was that the call at the plate? Is that why he's out? Okay, I think that's what the call was. And now the Minden coach is coming out to try to get an explanation. So Harson is out. So that means your score as we go to the 7th is going to be Minden 9, Broken Bow 4. We'll see if Broken Bow can extend the game as we come to the 7th inning. And we'll get there right after this.
Wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow, 872-3424.
As you head out the door to support your favorite team and athlete, don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere, even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at BruningBank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
And we come back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow. Well, we've got a pitching change now for Minden, as it looks like Cade Durzinski is going to come in and go to the mound now, and he'll come in and replace Cade Harson on the mound. Harson, who started the game at second, will go back there defensively, and I think it's Lutkemeyer that went to left. All right, so those are your changes for Minden. So Dorzinski now will be the man on the mound, and the first man he will face is Isaac O'Brien. Well, let's see if Isaac can get something started like he did in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, and he swings at the first one. This one lifted out toward right. Huyar is there, and he makes the catch on the right field line. One pitch, one out, and that'll bring up Coy Wardeen.
Can't get much better a start on the mound if you're Dorzinski there. That's what you're looking for, and that's what your team's looking for in the top of the 7th here.
Well, again, each of these teams won last night. This is a double elimination tournament, so even if you don't get the win tonight, you're not out of the tournament, as Dorzinski delivers to Wardeen, and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Nice bit of pace on that ball, even though it missed the zone. It got there in a hurry.
The pitch. Boy, that had movement on it. My goodness. Started on the inside part of the plate, caught the outside part of it, and the count is 1-1. Dorzinski working fast. There's another breaking ball that Wardeen swings and misses at. 1-2. Well, Wardeen has been great tonight. He's perfect. He's been up 3 times. He's got 3 hits. Now faces a 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. And Wardeen down swinging for the second out of the inning. And now Broken Bow will be down to their final out.
One thing we do know about 2 outs, a lot of stuff can happen.
Well, last night, Broken Bow scored 10 runs. 8 of them came with 2 out.
Yeah.
But this will be a much more daunting task here as they bat in the 7th. Minden leading 9-4, and Denson will try to keep the game going. Here's the pitch, and that one misses on the inside part. 1-0. The winner here plays Holdridge tomorrow. The loser would play McCook in an elimination game. So we're down to 4 teams now in a tournament that started with 6. And now time is called. One and 0 the count on the Broken Bow batter, Max Denson. Dorzinski into the wind. The pitch. Denson hammers one into right center. That's going to find the gap. Denson going to round first. He's going to take a turn. He's going to head for second. Here's a play, and he is safe.
Nice running.
Well, I don't think that there was any doubt in Max's mind what he was going to do. He was going to try to extend that to a double, and he's able to slide in safely. So a 2-out double by Denson, his second hit of the night, and that keeps the inning and the game going for Bryce Chaplin.
It's a matter of staying alive now.
The pitch outside, ball 1. Well, Bryce does not have a hit tonight, but he's been hit twice.
Yeah.
Here's 1-0. And this one hammered out towards center. Center fielder going back. It's over his head. It's going to get all the way to the fence. Denson will round third. He's going to come in to score. Chaplin's got a double. And with 2 out, Broken Bow puts together back-to-back doubles. And the inning and the game keep going. Broken Bow scores. It's now Minden 9, Broken Bow 5. And here comes Tate Thornton to the plate.
And it looks like we've got a bit of a powwow on the mound here for Minden. Try to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, this is just going to be the 9th pitch for Dorzinski, so I don't think there's any, discussion about bringing someone else on. This is, I think, exactly what Grant is mentioning. This is just to kind of calm everybody down and just reset. This is when you just talk about the reality of the situation. Okay, you've given up a couple of hits. They've scored a run, but we're up by 4.
Right.
And it's the 7th inning, and there are 2 out.
Yep, we got those 2 outs quickly. Yeah, there's a little bit of something happening, but we've gotten outs quickly before.
So Tate Thornton, who had a hit his last time up, will try to extend the game, and this one lifted out toward left center. Left fielder going over, reaches out, makes the catch. Luetkemeyer playing in left field makes the catch, and that's going to end the game. Your final score is going to be Minden 9, Broken Bow 5. So Minden will play Holdridge in the winner's bracket tomorrow. Broken Bow will have to come back tomorrow and try to fight through the elimination bracket as they take on McCook. We'll come back and give you the totals and wrap it up for the night. You're listening to live coverage of American Legion Baseball on KBBN Radio.
Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
At Melham Medical Center, more than 100 professional and support staff from Custer County and beyond work to ensure caring and compassionate medical attention. Doctors and providers in Broken Bow provide everyday care, while the specialty clinic brings area resident to the area's most experienced physicians. You can view the specialty clinic schedule on our website, melham.org. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
And we come back to Paul Brown Field here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, the site of the Class B6 American Legion Juniors Baseball Tournament. Minden gets the win tonight, 9-5, so Minden will move into the winner's bracket and take on Holdridge tomorrow. The winner of that game will book a spot for the championship on Tuesday in this tournament. Meanwhile, for Broken Bow, they'll have to try to fight through the elimination bracket now. They'll come back tomorrow and take on McCook. We're told that the Broken Bow McCook game is going to be at 3 tomorrow, and then that'll be followed by Holdridge and Minden at around 6. Here's your final totals in this one. For Minden, 9 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Broken Bow, 5 runs, 8 hits, 6 errors. And you just can't help but think back to the second inning, Grant, when Minden scored 7 runs. You think about how that inning began. It began with 2 errors.
Yep.
A couple of errors on ground balls that just couldn't be fielded cleanly, and that kind of opened the floodgates, and that was kind of the difference, that 7-run second inning.
Yeah, once you get those first couple of folks on base, it changes the entire complexion of any inning, particularly when there's no outs. And sometimes, Brent, when it rains, it pours, and that's kind of what happened in that inning. Other than that, though, Broken Bow was pretty solid all around.
Yeah, there were certainly some good moments, and you like the way that they fought back. You know, when you get down, 7-1, and then they were down 8-1, they fought back. The final ends up being 9-5. That little bit of offense that they got later in the game, hopefully now you can maybe carry that into tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got a core group of guys who at the end of the day know they can do it. And like we've seen them play scrappy, they played rough, they've also played some pretty clean baseball throughout the season. They know that they are right there, and sometimes they just don't have the wherewithal to put it all together, but you really like what you see even going forward in this tournament.
So now we're down to 4 teams. Holdridge and Minden in the winner's bracket final tomorrow. Again, we're told that'll be the late game tomorrow. And Broken Bow will play McCook in an elimination game tomorrow afternoon at 3. So we'll be on the air with it for you here on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Don't forget, we'll also continue with our live video stream. We'll have the Broken Bow McCook game on our video stream, followed by Holdridge and Minden on the video stream as well, which you can access through sandhillsexpress.com. Before we say goodnight, let's say thanks to our radio sponsors once again. They included tonight Universal Insurance, Power Solutions, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Evans Feed, Borders Law, Kirkpatrick Cleaning, Thrivent Financial, Scott Harvey, your local representative, and Gateway Motors. Radio coverage also brought to you tonight by Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. Also want to say thanks to those who were sponsoring our live video stream. If you were watching the game tonight, we hope that you paid attention to the businesses that were flashing across your screen. And they included the Custer Federal State Bank, Mead Lumber, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Colligan, Shelter Insurance, Team Physical Therapy, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill, Pony Express Chevrolet of Gothenburg and Minden, Nebraska State Bank, Agra Affiliates, and Sargent Pipe. That's going to do it for tonight. Minden gets the win. 9-5 is your final. We'll be back on the air with you tomorrow afternoon for the elimination game between Broken Bow and McCook. Game time 3 o'clock. We'll have it for you on KBBN Radio. For all the sponsors that made the broadcast possible, for Grant Winter, I'm Brent Apperson. Thanks for listening, everybody.